So as I was saying, I'm watching the Jets game. Jets game starting off slow. I go, ooh, Steel Toes live. I click live. I watch him. This man, this is the most unhinged I've ever seen him.
Night. But tomorrow we have a show to give you, boys and girls. Tomorrow we've got some news, and I can tell you this.
By the way, it's already tomorrow. Anyone hear any buzz from the Steel Toe show from today? No? Yeah, let's continue.
Let's just say that
I love that he uses Bret Hart's theme, because Bret Hart is remembered as one of the least charismatic shit champions in the history of WWF.
a certain obese person.
Bret Hart sucked so much they had to trigger the Attitude Era. They had to start a whole new era to get away from Bret Hart.
Person who identifies as part of the streaming community is not gonna like. They're not gonna like 3 or 4 of the things they find out about tomorrow. Oh boy. Aaron, are you going to hold it ransom for the goal? Yes. Yes, I am. It is the positivity era of Steel Toe. The power of positivity is killing it right now, I have to say. Power of positivity is big, but it's also for sale, the power of positivity. And let's just say when I picked up my children this weekend, and when I dropped off my children this weekend, I had some great conversations. And let's just say a lot of people have been sending me a lot of clips and a lot of screenshots. And if somebody wants to get froggy, then jump, baby. Don't talk about it, be about it, bitch. If you're feeling froggy, then leap. You and your friend who's giving you legal advice.
This guy tries to cut heel promos, but never acknowledges. He says he's the best heel in the business, and he loves to do this bravado. But then he doesn't lean into the shit that would make him a good heel. Aaron, I told you months ago, lean into the personal protection order. Lean into fucking headbutting bitches. You can't take the high road and then take the low road, and I'll get to Dublin before ya. Aaron's like, well, I'll take the high road and I'll take the low road, and I'm schizophrenic. Which one is it, dude? Because I'm gonna show you another clip later where he's literally in the same breath being like, April's gonna do good in life, she's gonna do all right. Nick, you gotta just pull the stick up, brother. You gotta get clean. You gotta come clean before God. He's trying to, he doesn't know what he wants. He's literally trying to be 6 different characters. It's Tony Khan booking. He's Tony Khan booking himself right now. He's like Big Show back in the 2000s when he was just, I'm a babyface and then I'm a heel, and you're all within one episode of SmackDown?
Come on! Why not? Please hand more wins for the toe. You can't sit there and thump your chest and act like you're a badass for 2 years and then cry like a bitch. But then again, both of them kind of behave that way, don't they? I am a star killer. I bury them all.
This is where I was like, are you okay? Are you all right, bud? This is how it feels right before someone themselves.
But then again, both of them kind of behave that way, don't they? I am a star killer. I bury them all. They step to me, they die. That's how it works.
Aaron, you don't know how to cut a heel promo. I cut heel promos all the time, right? But nobody wants to hear people describe themselves as the star. I'm the fucking master of the universe. Nobody wants to. Even when I cut heel promos, I cut down the other person. I don't break. He's really trying to hype himself up. Oh, JJ Stoner. I was thinking that earlier. This dude's gonna neck himself, and we're gonna go, hey, remember that guy? Nah, neither do I. No, I said it months ago. I'm convinced Aaron's gonna himself. I was the first one to predict it. Like I've said this before, where I'm only saying this based on not just like his life sucks and he's whatever, right? But there's so many people I've known in my lifetime who have continued to let go of reality. Reality is a weird thing. When you let go of it, and look, it's a necessary thing. Sometimes we all need to. It's not even unhealthy at certain points in your life to temporarily disconnect from reality. Our own minds do that at times. Like when somebody dies that we love, or, you know, something bad, like, you know what I mean? There are times where your body will disassociate, your brain will disassociate to keep you alive at a really down and out time, right? But some people tend to do it all the time, right? And it's different. Like, yeah, like it's one thing, like when my mom died, right? Like I went and lived in a world for a month where I just did cocaine and drank and played video games and didn't think about it. I buried it all down, and then I had to eventually face it, you know? As Clyde said, eventually reality always wins. The problem is, right, let's say reality's going one way and you're going another way. And the more reality gets fucked up, the more you're pulling away from it. You're letting the things that you're denying are even real pile up to a point where, and I've seen this, and I'm not rooting for Aaron himself. Like, I'm not that kind of shitty guy. I'm just telling you that he is at risk, to where you get to a point where after a while it's like, oh shit, even my kids and my ex-wife and everyone that knows me, and everyone has a different perception of reality than I do. When the more events take place and the more you don't acknowledge them and the more it splits off, you get to a point where some people, when they finally, and most at some point, unless you're schizophrenic, at some point, all of us in life are met with a fucking gut check into the world of reality. The further you are apart, by the time you get there, the harder it is to reconcile things back to reality. People like this themselves. I don't want that to happen. I certainly hope it doesn't. But there are some people who will travel too far down the road of fantasy that by the time they're willing to turn back around and go back, they don't see the value in it. They don't see the point. If you took the wrong fork in the road and then went down that road for 10 years, most folks don't want to turn around and go back 10 more years. A lot of people, a lot of weak, narrow-shouldered, female jersey-wearing type men themselves under the pressure of that. I'm just saying. It's not something I want to see. But it's something that's very much not off the table with this fucking guy. If he does not start fucking coming to terms with reality and how people perceive him, it's gonna be a bad road.
And me, the big fish, eat the little fish, and I just keep swimming along.
He's the big fish, boys. By the way, ROTC already doing comparable numbers to Steel Toe, and we've been back on YouTube for like a week and a half. Remember when he made his little snide comment 2 weeks ago? Well, it looks like, Revenge is look like Mercer's back on YouTube, but it doesn't really look like it's making much of a buzz. Yeah, except we just got a channel back that has 45,000 subscribers on it. and we're already pulling 400, 500 people, 600 people on our fucking, just slowly getting back into the algorithm, tricking our way back into the algorithm. It's an uphill battle, but I'm sitting at 45K subs. You're sitting at about 15K subs. And you're pulling 200-300 people on Rumble. Rumble and YouTube. I've seen the numbers. It's not great. And by the way, we're pulling thousands on Rumble, and you can go, they're cooking the books, they're cooking the numbers. They hate me there. Why would Rumble help me? Rumble should be shutting off the numbers right now for ROTC if they're fake numbers, and give more numbers to Cat Turd or somebody if they're fake numbers. But they're not fake numbers. People watch us. Rumble wishes our fucking numbers sucked more. But instead, now I'm gonna have to fucking deal with them, and I'm gonna... They're getting a letter soon. Soon.
I'm not even a big fish, nor have I ever pretended to be. But those who come to try to take a bite end up poisoned. It's weird. I mean, I will say this. And time will bear this out, and time already has borne this out. I the biggest star in YouTube history. Myself.
Who the fuck does this think he is?
I murdered PewDiePie. No, I didn't. No, he's still alive. No, what I'm saying is...
Yeah, no, but you know, folks, stop, have some confidence in your bit, or don't. Don't do the... No, I didn't kill... No, I did PewDiePie. What are you, fucking Lady Di? You Lucas R for 5 says the extent of Aaron being a father.
You want?
You know what I want, Charity. I'm here to pick up my son. Hey, son. All right, I'm out. I'll be back next week to pick him up again.
He's such a good father.
That's so funny. That's a good reference. I haven't seen that scene in a million years. Me to pick up my son. Lava Star paid $10, didn't even say anything. Lava Star's just like, yo, supporting the show, don't give a fuck. Thanks, Lava Star, for being cooler than any of these fucking losers that aren't giving me money. Imagine not giving me money.
They come for me. They expose themselves. They die. All I have to do is just keep swimming.
Who's dead? Who is Aaron? Is anyone dead? Do we need to fucking... Are people dead? Is Aaron responsible for murders?
Along. That's it. And then I win. I mean, a little business venture that started from a small market radio show is still swimming after 4 years and countless co-host changes. And yeah, I mean, it's breaking even. It ain't exactly like running 3M profits, but it's still breaking even. God damn, you guys are the best. I love you. I'm in a great mood today, and I'll tell you why. We got a lot. Look, I can't do it.
Gates of Above for 5. This is boasting and beating his chest saying he won brackets. The biggest YouTube lawyer in his show is only breaking even. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, also, by the way, Ricado's still got court cases pending. He can't talk about shit. Aaron has been taking advantage of Nick, a guy who is in an active criminal case, fighting the state, fighting for his kids, fighting for multiple defendants, all people that, by the way, Aaron snitched on himself. He snitched on them, and now Nick has been literally having to fight a boxing match with both hands fucking hogtied to his feet behind his back. Aaron, and when I promise you this, Aaron, when that case is over, whether it ends in a not guilty plea or a not guilty verdict, a guilty verdict, which is, I know what you're coming over in your pants, or if he takes a plea bargain, win or lose, once it's done, he can say whatever he wants. He can say whatever he wants. And you are a man, you're an island, a man with no allies. You couldn't even keep Gino and Keanu on your side, and Keanu's one of the nicest people ever. Gino's one of the nicest people ever. You couldn't even keep them on your side. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen when Nick Rekieta's finally able to talk and everyone hates you? Me, Nick, Dick Masterson, Ethan Ralph, Carl from all of these podcasts, like Patrick Melton. Everyone hates you. Everyone is going... It's literally going to look like this. I gotta do this. It's literally going to be this. The minute Rekieta, the minute Rackets is able to talk, it's the whole crew. As gay as Cape shit sounds, this is the perfect analogy for this. We don't care about Nick's kids. Nobody cares. We hate you. That's our Nick Rekieta, by the way. Nick Rekieta's our Captain America. He's our Captain America. With coked up kids. Having threesomes in front of his coked up kids.
Damn.
Yeah, Captain Modern America.
On your left.
There you go. Do we have a black guy in there? Is that Eric July? Eric July hates Nick. Do we have a black? We're gonna need a black. Ralph can substitute as the black guy. He is from Memphis. You have Trenton Wade. He'll join in. Stupid gay Batista. There we go. This is going to be you, Aaron, as soon as Nick can talk. If Nick Rekieta is found guilty of every crime and additional crimes, this is still going to be everyone against you. Thanos is sitting there going, I don't understand. He was found guilty on all charges. Yeah, we don't care. That's Kiwi Farms. They're a bunch of Can I be Iron Man since I'm the alcoholic?
Is that everyone?
What, you wanted more?
This Ant-Man. Ricketa's never gonna do 20 years. You fucking There we go. We got everybody. We got the raccoon with a gun. Aaron, this is what's going to happen when Nick is fucking... By the way, you know what's going to happen, in my opinion? He's going to take a plea bargain. It's going to be way less felonious than the original plea bargain. Everyone's going to go home, and this is going to be you, Aaron. This is you dealing with the entire internet. You know why? Because Nick Ricketa is likable. Aaron's like, oh no, I'm not the greatest heel in the world. It's gonna be 2 years probation. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. And then we're all gonna fight you by proxy. It's not gonna be like, oh, Nick said some shit, might violate the thing. No, we're gonna do it on his behalf because we like him. I don't care if Nick's kids were around drugs and sex. I grew up around the same shit. We're all dysfunctional. You are a with a false sense of superiority, and you're ramping it up, and you don't even know which one you want to be. This is why I'm glad Ralph's here. Ralph's still in the chat. Ralph understands. Ralph made a choice in life. I made a choice in life. I always bring up Scampoli's another guy. Made a choice in life, right? There are streamers. We've made a choice in life where, no, I'm all out. I am the heel. I'm not the baby face ever. You can't even in one show, like, you switch from babyface to heel in the same monologue like it's AEW Tony Khan shit. It makes no sense. It looks ridiculous. It makes you look ridiculous. Nobody believes that you're a badass heel, and nobody believes that you're this babyface guy that goes to Al-Anon and has really figured out what it means to be a good dad. Like, nobody believes that. You gotta go all out one way or the other. You gotta pick a lane. You literally are cutting heel promos and then going, no, but I hope April does well. She's gotta get away from the drugs. That's how you get away from the folk. You know what I mean? Like, say what you want about Ralph, but if you fucking take a shot at him, you know where this is going. Like, you know what I mean? There's not going to be any clip of Ralph being like, you know what, man? It's like, oh no, dude. Oh shit. Kevin Scampoli raiding us. Oh, we're getting a fucking TWFS raid from Scampoli. Let's go. I was just talking about him. You got to lean into the heel persona, Aaron. The whole goddamn internet's going to take you down because you don't know if you're a heel or a baby face or this or that, and then you cut a heel promo, and then you're like, I want to take the higher ground, though. And it's insane fucking Tony Khan schizophrenic booking. Pick one. And please pick heel so we can beat the shit out of you and run you out of this fucking promotion.
Talk about too much stuff because we got a great show tomorrow. Awesome show tomorrow coming up, I promise.
By the way, please subscribe to Killstream Live. Please subscribe to TWFS on Rumble. These are my boys. They're the only other guys. They're the only other guys I know that can just be a heel. It's what I am. It's what I do. I'm the heel. Don't book me as a babyface. I don't even know how to do that shit.
This third world aristocrat thing is going to be huge. I'm going to pump this thing up as much as I can. And I'm sure there's judges who are going to love to see it. I'm excited for that. Get froggy, bitch. Get froggy, bitch, and leap. It's great to have the internet on your side.
Aaron's supposedly a boxer, and I would him in his face. I wouldn't even think anything of it.
It's great to have your
I would smack that fucking Powerade right out of his hand, and he would do nothing.
DMs full of screenshots. from Twitters and Discords.
Forrest Mommy said he's way overselling a good show tomorrow. Well, to be fair, I did the same thing because I didn't read Gino Bisconti's text messages, and I thought fucking Gino would be on here tonight. But here we are, so I fucked up too.
Great to have.
But I didn't cut a goddamn shitty-ass fucking AEW Collision promo to make me sound cool about it. I just was like, yeah, Gino will be on. That'll be cool. And then I just read a text message and was like, oh, yeah, fuck, you got a gig. My bad.
YouTube clips sent to you.
All right, Lucas, now you're making me. I have to play it. I have to play it. Sorry. I have to do it. You fucking. I would smack your drink out of your hand, Aaron, and then say this.
They call lobsters bugs out there?
Yeah, they do.
Well, they're in the
They had a
bug family.
restaurant. We call them bugs because, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah.
Watch your tongue.
Okay. What's going to happen? What are you going to do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Don't you fucking disrespect. Don't.
Fuck you.
That's Aaron. That's how we all feel about you, Aaron.
You don't have to do any of your own work.
What are you gonna do? Use some of that boxing you've been doing?
Yourself. When they see someone else as a pathetic piece of shit and they see you as just a normal asshole, it's easy. And then when a person who's picked you as their mortal enemy decides to back that person and fails spectacularly, it feels great. I want you to remember.
So he's talking about Patrick Melton's going after him, and now Nick Rekieta's working with Patrick Melton, and he's got them dead to rights. He's gonna take these fuckers down once and for good.
I hand at your throat. I want you to remember.
Oh yeah, no, the long pause makes it. He's like, here, you're gonna use some of that. He even giggles. He's like, there's some of that. Bucks.
The one man who beat you. If we hit the goal tomorrow, we're going to play Third World Aristocrats video. There's the breaking news that you guys get tomorrow. And you know Nick and Patrick are working together on their futile, retarded...
I guarantee you that Nick and Patrick are not working together. I can already tell you what's been going on. And I know this. I know this because I know Nick Rekieta. I know Nick Rekieta better than you do, probably, without, sharing a fucking pussy with him. Nick has always made a habit of popping into chat rooms and donating and keeping people, keeping people on his fucking, keeping himself ingratiated to that community. Nick's been popping in and donating to Pat Melton because it bothers you. Because you melt down over it. I will bet you cash money that Patrick Melton and fucking Nick Rekieta are not in some secret Discord doing gay ops. No, that's your buddy Jesse, the one that fucking does a show under a heat lamp. The one that these clip channels keep adding to Dabbleverse shit, and then the clips never do well. That's what happens, dude. They're not plotting against you. They're not doing gay ops. It's literally Nick showing up, donating to Patrick Melton because you're going to overreact to him giving Patrick Melton $20 and going, boy, do I have stories to tell. And then you spin out of control into a lunatic. He's playing you. Aaron, I've known you, and I don't know you hanging out with you personally, but I've observed you. I've observed you for much more than I have Nick Rekieta, because you're fascinatingly insane. You're Ray DeVito levels of insane. But I know Nick Rekieta, and I know Nick Rekieta is not a guy that's overly consumed by you. But he knows that walking in every once in a while and just throwing a Molotov cocktail into the room and then leaving is going to make you spiral about him for days. for days and weeks. It's brilliant. But I could bet you money. I would bet you money knowing Nick. He's not plotting anything. He's literally just working on his case and making sure every once in a while he shows up, says one spicy thing that's not in violation of anything, but just gets everybody's noggin jogging, and then he walks away again. He keeps himself relevant. He keeps himself in the game. He gets you spiraling for weeks about him. But look, you are very much, Aaron, you're very much in a situation with Rekieta now to where Pod Awful has been in a situation with Rekieta and me and Dick Masterson. You're becoming the guy who's talking about him way more than he's ever talked about you. They ever record it, it'll be miles of tape of you talking about Rekieta, miles of tape of fucking people like Pod Awful talking about me and Dick Masterson. How much is it us talking about them back? You know, half a mile? All right, yeah, sure, we bring it up sometimes, but my man, you are doing exactly what he wants you to do, and it's so funny. And I know both of you. I know him and I know you. And I know who's playing who. You're a fucking goof. And also, at the end of the day, if Nick Rekieta is found guilty of every crime he is alleged to have committed, every single one of those crimes, you're just as guilty. You're just the one who snitched. How does that make you the good guy? You're the guy who got cucked out, literally, to the point where you got embarrassed, to the point where your wife chose to stay with the other people. And then you went to the cops and snitched on this dude. At the end of the day, you were the one making SpaghettiOs. You were the one still doing coke in the musty room with the dirty clothes and the smelly kids. You were doing all that shit. You were just as fucking involved. And then as soon as you got fucking hurt, as soon as your feelings were hurt, you snitched. You're literally worse than Nick Rekieta. You're worse. You know, I've been cheated out of in situations with drugs, purchasing drugs. I got fucked over, and I've had situations where I was, there's this girl, I'm not gonna say her name. If you scroll through my Facebook enough, you'll see her. There have been times where girls that hung around me that were my bitch for a little while there, but they were just kind of like arm candy, and then all of a sudden they're like fucking with another that's in the drug game, and that shit hurts. You take that shit home, the indignity of it. The fact that people in the streets are even going like, damn, bro, you just took your bitch right off your arm, homie. And there is that player hater gene that every man is capable of, where you're like, fuck this, I want to get back at this motherfucker. Fuck. And then you're mad, and then you're like, and then like, but never in my life have I ever thought, I'm going to snitch on him for being a drug dealer. I bet I'll get her back if he's in jail. Like, that's never occurred to me as a man. I'm getting every drop out of this JMO tonight. Look at that. Drip, drop, droop, drip. That's the end of it. But, like, you understand? And if I'd been in a scenario where a guy stole some pussy from me who was another drug dealer, if I had snitched on him and word got out that I ever snitched on him, do you think anyone would think that he was the bitch in that situation? No, the streets would say, so he had better coke and better dick? And he snatched your girl up like a fucking ground ball in a fucking World Series game? And you got so butthurt about that you had his whole fucking shit shut down and you had him thrown in jail? That's pretty wild. Like, that's wild. Nobody in the streets would have ever looked at me as like the winner in that. You won, dude. Yeah, he's in jail now. He's doing 4 years. But that girl's never talking to you again, and the streets hate you now. Like, that's real shit, Aaron. Love you, FOMO. Good night, baby. Ken Kettlepiss says, not snatched. You handed your wife over. No, but I know. But I'm trying to compare it to something that seems even mildly rational by comparison, right? Like, as if somebody stole your girl, you could even be mad enough to snitch, maybe. But I'm saying I've had dudes snatch my bitch before, and I've never snitched on them just based on that. You got hurt and you snitched. Even if Nick Rekieta is found guilty of everything ever, even crimes he didn't do, everyone's gonna look back at you as the guy that did all the same shit he did but snitched when his dick was insulted. He's trash dick.
Legal wranglings. Jesus Christ. I haven't jumped in on someone else's efforts yet, but I could. I don't want to, though, because I think it's gay. I think it's gay when you because I come from radio and you do radio wars, radio beat.
Yeah, that's like saying you come from phonograph. Like, radio's dead. Get over it. I loved radio too. I was a part of it too. It's over. It's a done deal. Radio it's done. It's over. Stop. All right. People used to use Morse code. People used to use telegrams. You know, we used to use steamships. You fucking. We don't anymore. Get over it.
Beefs. You just get after each other. You don't do punk bitch moves, especially punk bitch moves where you're a cry bully. That's a real punk bitch move. So I don't get involved in those. But other people who may be getting involved in those, I encourage them wholeheartedly. Good luck. Get yours. Helgi says, Aaron, what's in that cup? You're drunk, LOL. I was a little buzzed up before I had this. This is Powerade. Because I got to, prep the show and everything after this for tomorrow morning, so. Far be it Mock Fry says, I hear Nick loves cardboard cocaine and regular cocaine. I also hear he absolutely loves incorrect legal takes to the point where he defends people who have made horrific statements about children. What a
Yeah, I'm drunk. Parry, Diane Parry already pulled it off for us tonight. We already got one win in the books. Dude, $163. You guys fucking stink. What the fuck's going on here?
With the most vilified.
How's Mersh doing?
That dead.
Man out there. I mean, really, it might be a gay thing. I think I broke his heart. I really do. It has to be I broke his heart. Has to be. You can't look at what that man has done to follow me. It has to be a broken heart. It's got to be, and I'm not even going to say it's gay. It could be pansexual. The man just could not be able to control himself. I don't know what it is. But in my opinion, he's clearly heartbroken. Either that or he loves associating with people who say horrible things about not only children, but children he's met, children he knows, children that his girlfriend used to be the stepmom of.
Ew, see what I mean? But you see my point now? He goes from, you want to get froggy, let's leap. I'll fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. I'll destroy this people. I want to bury people. I want people's kids taken away. And then in the same breath, he's like, you gotta come to the Lord. You gotta come to Jesus. He's insane. He cannot figure out he doesn't know what his, like, how he's being, like, this is like AEW shit. Like, we don't know how we're insane. We don't know how we're booking this guy. How do we book him? Is he a babyface? Is he a heel? Is it like it's Adam Cole booking?
I mean, if he ain't heartbroken and I didn't break his heart and he's not a little bit gay for me, then it's even more up. Like, it's rare that saying you're a homo for somebody is actually the best way to go. Because otherwise, you just look a little questionable yourself. Link to the Jake says he needed that daddy figure in his life. Well, he never called me daddy, but... No Pen 15 Fathead says, Nick, just say you're gay. That's all it is. Just say you're gay. Nobody's gonna care.
You can't imply that you were in a polycule that was gay unless you also look gay. It's weird. Like, it's implying that like you did something with him then. I'm starting to be convinced you did some gay shit, dude. I got some news for you. That means you're gay.
2024, just say you're gay. Maybe that's the next grift, right? Being a homo wouldn't have to be that much of a reach, wouldn't have to really get in character.
You're drinking out of one of your kids' sippy cups.
Maybe it would be liberating. I don't know. Taste Fairy says, I think Melton is going to do the Kevin Spacey defense. I don't think there is a defense, honestly. The shit he's saying about his butthurtedness over me, it's like, bro, with all the shit I have.
He's not that butthurt, buddy. So, is that Gino? Oh, it's Gene Bean!
Do you really think you can do anything? If anything,
I hope you're well, Gino.
you better pray I don't do anything. Which I don't, because I'm not a gay bitch who talks shit on the internet, and then when a little bit comes back. Did I not say 2 years ago, I said, all you're gonna have to do to this guy is go boop and he'll fall apart, and that's all that's happened. What am I gonna, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna complain about me? That I was.
Come home, Gino. Take my hand, Gino. It's okay, bud. Dude, snitch on me. I've been swatted already enough times. I've had animal control. I've had all these shit like sent to my house. They don't care. Like I live in a small municipality in Florida where they all know me now, and none of these attempts will ever work because I've already been introduced to enough sheriff's deputies and things through the course of these things, and I live in a small area, and they're like, yeah, that's the Mersh guy. Like, that guy he's not doing anything. Like, just go over there with the lights off and talk to him. So go ahead, tell him about my dirty secrets. I already had Crime Stoppers sent after me. Remember that? That was hilarious. Chuck Norris Gun Club for 2. Who cares? He doesn't do clubs. Who cares about fucking Gino? Not Gino, not you, Gino. The Gino Bisconti. Ditched us tonight. We're only at 190. Guys, I gotta hit 200 tonight before we get to the end of the Steel Toe. Come on.
Was right. Sorry. Comedy.
Like, hypothetically tonight, on a night like tonight, Gino would have made $20.
Shaman with a great point. He says the reality is that Mubi can handle Kiwi Farms better than Melton. I love Kiwi Farms.
This part's great. Aaron thinks he's such a master manipulator that he's gonna trick Kiwi Farms into being cool to him. This is some of the, when you talk about peak Aaron Imholt cope insanity, he really thinks he's going to manipulate the farms into being his buddy.
They have a thread about me. You know what I do? I just don't read it. All their other shit.
I'm such a cool guy, I don't even care if they got a thread about me, man. That's how cool I am.
It is hilarious. And I'm sure their shit about me is really funny too. I'm sure it's really, really good. And I'm sure if I wasn't me and I read it, I'd laugh my balls off. But I know me. And if I read it about me, I'd have a good sense of humor about it, but I'd still probably go, oh, that doesn't make me feel good. But let them have their fun. Why do you have to seethe about shit they're saying about you? Let them do their thing.
You never invite the vampire into your home for supernatural reasons, or in this case, sometimes legal reasons, or in this case, whatever. I'm not saying that you need to do the opposite and make a stand against Kiwi Farms, but you do need to make it clear at some points, what they do is not cool. It borders on weird sometimes with some of the shit they do to people, but it's still free speech, whatever you're gonna do. Kiwi Farms, they're not gonna respect you for sucking their dicks. Kiwi Farms has, by and large, left me alone. My thread's been dead on Kiwi Farms for a long time because the Kiwis are like, Marsh just is an obnoxious, annoying, shit drunk piece of shit. But like, there's nothing. Again, the Kiwis are always looking for like, what's fucking super Jerry Springer levels of drama, and I don't provide that. And it's like, so the only way to get Kiwi Farms to not fuck with you is to bore them to death. Being very, very, very front and center in the middle of some of the biggest, juiciest internet corn harvesting drama in the history of the internet right now, and trying to gaslight them into thinking like, nah, but we're cool with each other, right? You and me and the farms, boys. It's the farms. Let's go, boy. Oh! It doesn't work on them. And if you did 1 minute of internet research, you'd understand they're not your personal army. They're not people that you're gonna sweat. Like, the farms are not to be swayed. And this isn't me sucking up to Kiwi Farms. I love Dick Masters and calling them Karen Farms, because that's essentially what it's become. They're fucking a bunch of Karens reporting on every little fucking reporting of anything happening on the internet. They became the little beep, 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 beep. Oh boy, this guy said this. They're and I'm not even antagonizing them. They engage in tree. Aaron, like the farms are long removed from what it used to be. Kiwi Farms used to be a website that just documented shit. The Kiwis became players in the game, and it got all fucked up, and it's a mess now. Josh even knows this. Josh openly resents his own followers. And Josh is a guy that's on record as saying, I didn't let threads on me become a thing because it's my site and it would bother me mentally to see threads about me. Like, he basically admitted that. So like, the whole thing's a fucking joke now. It's like any other amazing thing that exists in history, whether it's a nation or a website or a trend fashion-wise. Like, it eventually comes to an end. It's coming to an end, but it's not in a good way. Kiwi Farms is bigger than it's ever been in history, but it's at an end. It's Kiwi Farms has become what America has become. Overflooded with illegal immigrants that are changing the very culture of what used to be. And it used to be the place where it was no gay ops, no destroying lives. We're here to document and laugh at these people. And Ralph was the first one to come along where they went, we need to destroy this cocksucker morally. And it was like, whoa, that was never what it was. So like, you're sucking Kiwi Farms dick at the worst time in history of Kiwi Farms, because it's now overwhelmingly just people doing gay ops and fucking with people. You've gotten in you got in at the end like Tony Soprano. And he thinks going like, these are cool guys, they're all right guys, is gonna save him. Fuck no, dude.
Let them cook over there on the farms. Comedy Shaman says, I have a thread too, Aaron. Don't worry, we all catch one. I didn't know Comedy Shaman had a Kiwi Farms thread. Now I don't feel important. Next thing you're
not.
You're going to say is that you got felony charges too. Now I really don't feel cool. This is bullshit.
Oh, he's laughing. So he can laugh about the felony charges related to revenge porn, but if you bring it up, you're banned and you're just a bad faith actor. This sucks. I can't wait till we all destroy him. Can I do it again? Can I play it one more time? I know it's corny, I know it's cheesy, but I need to get a beer. And we need to read the one or two more super chats that are fucking left. I guess we're not really doing great on that tonight. So fuck you guys. revengeofthesis.com/nightwave. Maybe donate. Because this sucks. And we'll just do. I'm doing the end. This is us, Aaron. Skip to the good part. There we go. There we go. Man, they really dragged this scene down, huh? There we go. Can we just skip to the good part? There we go. There we go. Man, 4 minutes and 45 seconds at $100 billion fucking budget, and that's what they give you? What a shit movie this was. This is us, Aaron. Just waiting for Nick's shit to clear up and your shit to still be getting pushed through the courts. Oh shit, what's that? Is that everyone? Is that Mersh and Ethan, Ralph and Nick Ricada and Dick Matheson and Vito and Carl from one of these podcasts and Blind Mike and fucking literally just everyone ever? Gino, Keanu, Chrissy Mayer, just everyone. Avengers! What's going on, bud?
Assemble.
Oh no! It's not gonna be good, Aaron. Oh yeah, no, this movie sucked, but it had cool setup scenes. Like, you have to understand, the movies themselves don't have to be great. It just, you set up certain scenes and they look cool.
Comedy Shaman says, I was charged with criminal trespassing and drug paraphernalia. Does that count? That's pretty, you know what? That's pretty hardcore.
You're pretty hardcore. Aaron, we're gonna fucking all ruin you and destroy you.